have your in and you have your out, your awning is the same. To put your awning out, you're gonna push out and it's gonna automatically roll out for you. To put it in, you're gonna push the in button, it's automatically gonna roll in and will stop right here for you, okay?
You have to close the door when it's going out?
You do not.
Oh, so it goes over the top?
It does. If you look right here, it goes past the door,
okay.
So you don't have to worry about that, but that's a great question. Yeah. So we'll get you, and we'll turn
light
on as we go.
switches for the internal.
That we can pretty much figure out.
We can figure
What you
that
want to do is when you get there, it's going to be easy to be like, oh, it's sunny, I need to pull the awning out. Or we're watching TV, I've got my antenna up. What you forget is when you're leaving. I forgot to put my antenna back in. I forgot to make sure that all of my latches were closed. So you want to make a little list of exactly what to do on your way out. And then as you do it over time, you start to remember. But you certainly don't want to forget because you rip off your awning, that's pretty expensive, yes. The first thing you guys want to do is you guys are going to take off your cushions.
Just to make it down to the bed. Well, see, this is just like the pop-up place. You guys know how to do that, right?
But they're all different a little bit.
Eventually.
Probably going to want to put them on the couch when you see they're out your way.
Right.
Great, you can help too.
Yeah. He was, Mommy was supervising. What, you want to take these cushions you're sitting off?
Oh, these ones.
Yeah. And then if you guys will notice,
Yeah.
right, if you'll just lift that up, you have storage under each one.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Just like the pop-up, yeah.
I had no idea.
And then you're just going to pull the table up off of the poles. No rhyme or reason. Yeah, just pulls right off.
Nice.
If you want, you can put the poles under there to store them, so that's completely out of your way. So then you'll just pull the poles off.
Oh, and then put that.
And then put the table down. Or you can just put this.
Holes underneath the seats
Like water and other stuff that we don't access.
for storage. Table base.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys know how to do
I was
this.
going to say, I practice already put together.
Love it.
Nice.
Very simple, very easy to do, and obviously the reverse of it is to put the poles down and put the table on top. You're going to pull out your kit, put out your reflectors, and set your flares. So this will be wherever you put your
They're
your
triangle.
safety
They come into
equipment.
triangles. Okay.
This is very self-explanatory. It's your circuit tester. Typically, if things go wrong, it's because you've popped a fuse. If you go to AutoZone, Walmart, anywhere like that, you can get an extra pack of fuses. Bring those with you. So if you notice, oh gosh, my slide didn't work out or my light isn't turning on, odds are you popped a fuse, change a fuse, and you're perfectly fine. So again, if you have an issue, you just plug this in and it's going to read and let you know, yes, we need to replace our fuse. That's what this is for too. You may use this, you may not use this. This is your little level. So easiest way is to stick it on the side of the coach. Not in the front, not in the back, but directly on the side. And when I show you how to do your jacks, you're going to do one set at a time, meaning you're going to level the front and then level the back. Because if you do back, front, front, back, you're going to go in a circle the entire time. So if you level one side and then level the other side, you're okay. Unless you just want to laugh
That's
at
a little
the kids.
tiny measurement.
Refrigerator.
Is what's called helium addition anymore. So you do not have to be 100% level like you used to in the old ones for this to still function properly. So you can still be off kilter and this is going to work 100%. You don't have to worry about that. Obviously your service manual, your toolkit. Pretty sure you know how to work a tire gauge.
We got to figure out where to put handles so you can get up on it a little more comfortable. We're talking about modifications.
Now this is going to take you from 30 amp to 15. So you can plug this in at home. So if you're getting ready in the driveway and you plug this in, plug your cord into here and plug this directly into your house. And then you'll still have everything functioning while you're getting ready.
That's loading the fridge and stuff. That's awesome.
Just for washing, shining, cleaning, very simple things. So those are your basics that you're really not going to use, like your squeegee, things like that. So now we'll get to the fun part. Yay, fun stuff, huh?
Alright. Who's all gonna fit in?
Dad's filming it like it's going to be like a serious film.
Okay. Go ahead.
You never know what you're going to get, right? Okay, very simple to work your shower. It is removable, but very important that you remember a couple of things. So when you turn on your shower, okay,
Water's coming. There it is.
I'm gonna turn your shower on. That's and I don't have enough water in here. So you're gonna pull your plug. You're gonna turn on your shower, right?
Okay.
You're all turned off, and you're gonna put this shower back. This is the exact same as your outside shower. So when you go put this back, and then you go in the kitchen and you're trying to make dinner, whatever, you notice you have absolutely no hot water, odds are it's your fault. This little knob right here, and there's one on the outside shower. You have to make sure that you turn this back over so this is fully shut off, or it's going to drain all of your hot water.
Okay.
So if you go in the kitchen, you're noticing you have no hot water, you didn't flip the switch on this or on the outside one. Go switch those over, and you'll regenerate your hot water again.
Okay.
And you've had one before. So what you're gonna do here, this one's gonna tell you use 2 ounces. So you're gonna put 2 ounces of this directly into the toilet. And you're gonna put a gallon of water in here. And you're gonna let that set. That's gonna help break down the debris. It's gonna help keep all of the smells out. And then when you're all done, and I'll show you on the outside how to cleanse the tanks, before your next trip, you're gonna do this again.
So you do it at the start of the trip, you do that.
The start of every trip. And then light switches are very simple in here.
Okay.
When you get there, make yourself a little note to crack your propane on so that you can run your stove and you can run your furnace. And I don't know if you cracked it on, but we'll find out because I'm going to show you how to work your stove.
Cool.
Because it's the first time that it's being run through and you're going to get that propane smell.
Open the windows the first time you turn on the furnace.
Yeah, let it run for a little bit in here and kind of get that propane smell out. So I let it run for like 15-20 minutes with the windows open and get that propane smell out, and then you'll be sufficient with it because now it's
You mean
kind of
first time you
cooked
take it out every single time, or just
No,
literally
just the
because you bought
first.
it?
Yeah, just the first time because it's new.
Okay.
It's really easy. You're going to turn on. Now this is running just off of electric. So what you're going to do when you get there is always push auto.
Listen up, because you guys need to.
If you lose power, it's got the bypass and it's automatically going to switch over to propane. So you don't have to worry about losing your perishable foods. This here, if you can see this little thing here, this is your temperature control. Over to the left warms up the temperature, or all the way to the right is the coldest temperature. So now you want to keep in mind and be careful how cold you keep it. Probably good. Oops. Right in this area. If you keep it too cold in here, don't forget that it's running in here as well. So now do you have a frozen freezer, but you're going to have frozen milk and you're going to have frozen eggs as well.
Okay, so you're gonna show us this magic trick.
All of them.
So
You're just
you,
going to make sure you turn it to light. Oh, this light is terrible. And then light them all. And then you can adjust them from here. Now, obviously it does have the grate and the stove top over it. And then you'll just turn them off when you're done.
What does that mean? Higher output, so that's like a hotter burner.
This is a 5200 BTU, so this by far is hotter. So any big pots you have of chicken or anything, definitely cook on this one. You have a stove, and then I want you to see right back here. A little stove.
So, it's so cute, but you could bake a little turkey chicken in there.
or cake.
Or frozen pizza if you're me. So right back here, and I know
Yeah,
it's kind
it's
of
like
hard for you to
lighting a
see,
pilot.
it's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. So if anything goes out, you've got your pilot light right back here. Very same as your radio, so you're just going to turn it on, pick your radio station where you want to be, volume. In your warranty kit, when you come in to pick it up Thursday and get your keys, these all have remotes too, so you can do everything from the remote control.
Now watch this. This is the part I'm excited about.
Well, maybe. I can figure out where your strap is on here.
Go ahead.
You have an A button and a B button. Your A button controls the speakers inside. The B button controls the speakers outside. Or you can turn on A and B and play them both. So just remember, A is inside, B
So if
is
you press
outside.
that button, it'll just turn it on outside, or it'll turn it off. Press it again.
Yep. Absolutely. Or you can push them both and it'll play through both.
Like, as long as we have
could
those
if you
big puffy
wanted
sleeping
to.
bags, just put them here. Just kind of bounce.
Typically, these will start to squish down when you're sleeping
Yeah.
on it.
Oh, cool.
It's really up to you if you want to. If I was going to use anything, I'd probably just have a little cutout of memory foam because you can store that underneath, and then just stick that on there, and it's about this thick, so
Yeah,
it should
a
be
little
about the
memory
same.
foam.
Exactly, and then just make
When
it
we
more
had
flat.
that one
and
at Carlsbad, it was.
as to these. Now, it's very, very simple. This and this portion here are not going to fit. And this is not going to fit either. So what you need to do when you get home, you're going to take all three of these and you're going to boil them. You're going to boil them and they're going to become soft. So once they become soft, I mean, you don't want to overboil them and melt them, but you want to make them soften up a little bit. And then the accordion portion here will slip right onto this. As it slips right on, you have these clamps. You're going to put your clamp on and you're going to tighten it. And then it's going to stay there and you don't have to worry about ever putting it on again. This is going to go to your campsite portion over there. This is going to latch onto your outside of your coach. So this is going to slide on here, you're going to clamp it on, and this is what's going to go to the outside portion. I'll show you how that works. However, if you don't soften these up a little bit, you're going to struggle trying to get this on because it doesn't fit. It's hard plastic. Look, you're already trying to get outside. Stop, we're still inside. I gotta stop, you're ahead of me. This does have a built-in central vacuum. Yeah. And so it just comes, the circular cord plugs right into there, and it comes with like 8 different attachments. You can choose what you want. It comes with it. So it's I'm gonna move this so it's out of our way. Try to move that. Okay. So you're gonna turn your water pump on. That's how you're going to have water pressure. But you have a gas and electric water heater. So if you turn your gas one on, your water heater is being run off of your propane. If you turn your electric on, it's being run off of your short cord. Or you can turn them both on and have twice as fast hot water. So you can run it off either or run it off both. Most times you're going to run off electric because you don't want to burn through your propane. Make sure when you're done, you come over and you shut this motor off because you don't want to burn up the motor by letting it run continually.
When you're done, you mean when you're done doing your dishes?
When you're done doing your dishes or flushing the toilet, shower, any of that. This is going to be your gauge here. This is going to let you know the life of your battery, how full your freshwater tank is, how full your black tank is, which is the commode water, and how full your gray tank, which is the sink and shower water. And I'm going to show you an easy way to check your gauge on your freshwater so you don't have to keep running into it. This is something really cool that they've just come out with. You used to, if you had an issue in here and your water heater reset, you'd have to bring it into service to reset the water heater. Now, if you have no water pressure, come out here, push the reset button, it's going to automatically reset for you. You don't have to do anything else.
Wow.
Keep in mind though, spiders love propane. So every once in a while come out here and just clean the spider webs out of here.
Spiders love propane. I never knew that. That explains.
We're going
Freshwater.
to the middle of nowhere. So I'm going to put this together for you so it sort of makes sense. This is probably the most important piece of your water hose that you're going to need to remember. So this is the piece you do not want to forget. If you forget this piece here, you're probably going to blow your tanks in your coach. This is what keeps too much pressure from going into the coach at one time. And I'll just keep these on here so you don't lose them.
So it's an inline pressure regulator? Mm-hmm. Okay.
This piece is going to go to the spigot. So when you're there, you're going to plug this into the spigot, regulator first and then hose. So it limits the pounds of pressure coming in. This is more just a funnel for you, more easy access. So when you're going to go fill up your tank, this part's going to go inside of the tank. And if you look right here on this side, instead of having to keep running in and check the tank, there's a little screen right here. You see that?
Oh, I see.
So when you see water start to drip out, you're full. Now you know your tank is full.
Overflow screen.
You don't have to run in every 2
Indicates
seconds
full
to
tank.
check your tank.
Okay. Okay.
Up to the Zerg fitting, just squeeze the grease. You'll see the old grease like a boat. The old grease will come out as the new grease is going in.
Okay.
You don't have to do this yourself, but if you choose to, it's right here, easy access for you, okay?
Okay.
So I'm
So
gonna
those
snip
covers
it
pop off for grease.
a little bit. That's gonna get the remainder of that 20% of water in the tanks out.
Low point drains are under
You have 2 here
2
and 1 here.
and 1 there. Okay. All right, that's good.
Out from the back side.
Is that what that little white thing is?
Refrigerator vent. We don't need to service it.
So again, the TV will slide here. You can plug in here, hook the cable up here. Now you have the HDMI cable on here, so you're going to get basic cable wherever you go, or not watch TV at all, and plug in a table if you want, or plug in a table. You can't plug in a table.
My blender.
Thank you. Put in a table, plug in a blender, whatever it is you choose to use. Or if you can plug in a table, so be it. Again, sort of skipping ahead, but as I was telling you about your sanity flush, so now you have your tanks open and you have your low point drains open. You're going to take that freshwater hose, keep it hooked up to the spigot, and you're going to hook the hose up here and let it run. The purpose of this is to clean the tanks out. So it's sort of a giant sprinkler system in your tanks. It's going to clean out the black, clean out the gray. It's going to flush everything in there out. You want to do that after every single trip so your tanks are fully clean.
Okay. Ooh, a little rusty.
Stick it right in here.
Stick the hose in there.
Stick the sewer hose in here. We call this the stinky slinky holder.
Stinky
Name
slinky.
is self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Now, same thing that I told you about the shower inside
like
is
that.
the exact same thing out here. Hot and cold water. Come over here, you'll run your water. But again, you want to make sure when you're all said and done that you completely shut that off, or this is going to drain your hot water. So you make sure these are shut off and make sure your valve is shut off. And I'm just going to let that drip. I don't want it to drip just go inside.
Okay.
We're going to hook our regulator and our hose up, and we're just going to screw in our hose here and let it run. So now you sort of have an indefinite amount of water because you're running off the city water. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Just storage for if the kids are bad, throw them in here, whatever
Love that
works
rubbing
for you.
bag.
Yeah.
It's like right underneath the room.
All of your outside compartments do have a door latch for you, so you don't have to hold these up on your
Nice.
own. If they do happen to have cable, you can take the cable from there, just plug it into here, and again, maybe get a few more basic channels. There's not a whole lot you're going to get, but based on how much TV you're planning on using or not using.
I love the fact that this is labeled. Do they leave these on or do they take that off?
They leave them on.
That's nice.
Your outside power adapter. So this is what's going to plug in directly to your campsite port, or you're going to take the adapter inside, plug it on here, and plug that into home. And then it just fully retracts. This is the piece that goes to the outside.
And that's the one we have to boil too. The other two.
It's just water. I wouldn't put my hand here if it wasn't just water. That'd be an awful surprise. So this is just going to hook directly onto here. But now keep in mind your sewer hose is going to be clamped. You're going to run it to the PVC pipe at the campsite and clamp it onto there. So this is going to be your port between your coach and the site. Now there is water in here. What you're going to do is you're going to, I think they're already open, so I think that's all the water I have. Will you open or shut that one? Pretty sure we just ran out. Okay, pull it towards you. You're always going to come over here. You're going to open this one that's closest to the tank first. Why?
You can push it off faster in case it's not what you want.
Because all your commode water is going to come out first. You want that to come out first, and then you're going to open the secondary one, which is going to allow the gray water to run through it, and then hook up to your sandy flush, which is going to continue to cleanse it out. You do push these back all the way in, so that way your tanks are closed. And then you're just going to come over, unscrew this off, put your cap back on. Yeah, you probably want to wash it off. It may be a good idea. And then come over and screw your cap back on.
And that's attached to the hose.
I don't know if you're going to use this or not. So very simple for your jacks. They all just crank down, right?
But it takes a week.
It takes a week. It gives you a headache. If it runs out, you're going to come over here and you're going to run it off of that tank there. So you're just going to switch it over.
So it doesn't matter which one you start with. Either one is a reserve.
Right. As soon as one's empty, you'll just come over and you'll flip over to the other one.
How do we know just by sound if they're full? You can't really.
Well, no, you can't. But I will tell you, if you're going out a couple of times a year, you're probably not going to have to fill these up except more than once. If you're going out quite often, probably every 4 months or so, bring one in.
Because we take ours to like
Gas station, anywhere. Then when you get there, make sure that you come over and you crack one of these open because you want to make sure you're running your stove, your oven, furnace if you need it. You have that access. And then when you're done, come over and close this, and then just put the cover on top.